Halo ludzie, witam wszystkich serdecznie, z tej strony Helena i wracamy sobie do zagrajmy w Sherlock Holmes Crimes and Punishment. W ostatnim odcinku dokończyliśmy zadanie dramat w Kew Garden. Powiem wam szczerze, bardzo mi się podobała ta zagadka, natomiast w tym kontynuujemy i przechodzimy do kolejnej zagadki. Odblokowano zabójczy kwiat. Spacer po Half Moon Street. Nowa zagadka, ostatnia zagadka w całej grze.
Where are you going, Holmes? Have you been invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson.
We have. Where to?
To the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet.
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouth-watering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner. Menu, entree, frozen rat head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips in homemade juice. And it goes on.
Ah, I can hear them on the stairs now.
Oh, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes!
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes is my brother Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes, because I know he didn't do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
Well, and forget about the dinner? Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
Okej, zanim tam pójdziemy. 2, 4, 5. Tak, już rozpracowaliśmy 5 zagadek. I mamy pamiątkę. Zabójcza roślina z ogrodów w Kew. Tak właśnie sądziłam, że Watson zatrzyma dla siebie jakąś roślinę. Zbadaj miejsce zbrodni. Okej. Zanim się do tego zabierzemy. Poczta. Sensacja! Egzotyczna metoda zabijania. Wkrótce arsenały naszych współczesnych przestępców może popełnić trująca roślina. Okej. Piękna młoda kobieta we współpracy z kolegą z ogrodów w Kew zaplanowała przerażające morderstwo swojego dyrektora, pana Montague Dune'a. Tylko jeden detektyw był w stanie odkryć prawdę stojącą za tą tragedią, która jak wcześniej uważana była zwykłym atakiem serca. Imię tego detektywa brzmi Sherlock Holmes. Tak, pamiętajcie o tym, drodzy mili. Okej. Chodźmy do Half Moon Street, rozwiązać tą sprawę. Rozmawiać ze świadkami. Już się nie mogę doczekać. Podejrzewam, że Watson jest niezwykle szczęśliwy z powodu tego wypadku nieszczęsnego, tego zdarzenia, bo nie będzie musiał jeść zupy ze szczurzych głów. Okej. Gdzie my musimy iść? Są tu jakieś oznaczenia? Tak, to jest Half Moon Street. I to jest Great Alley Street. Porozmawiajmy z tym gościem. Okej, nie możemy z nim porozmawiać. A z tym gościem możemy porozmawiać? Nie. Dobra, to chodźmy do Half Moon Street. Zobaczyć nasze miejsce zbrodni. Jak tu ciemno się nagle zrobiło. Ale ładne niebo. Podejrzewam, że w Londynie już nie uświadczycie takiego ładnego nieba, jest za jasno. W ogóle we wszelakich dużych miastach jest w tym momencie już za jasno. Mamy tu coś? Nie.
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes, is that you?
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88. But then this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Mara. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving. Who were the victims?
The two men here, both shot. The stabbed fellow was Brian Vercotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were two other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the two victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow Chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
I didn't pay attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the two dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by two police constables.
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
What were the fireworks in honor of, Constable?
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Ah, yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course. Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me.
Okej. Dobrze. Sprawdźmy ciała tych dwóch. A, możemy użyć intuicji.
A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look.
Nic szczególnego mogłoby się wydawać.
This shard of wood is quite new.
Jakby od kawałka jakiejś laski czy czegoś takiego.
This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens. The bullet struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance.
Okej. Teraz ten drugi.
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant. The bullet penetrated his stomach, a dreadful wound. A tattoo from Westgate Prison. Vercotti must have done some time there. Brian Vercotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die.
Tutaj mamy chyba kolejnego świadka.
Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Marrow reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective gentleman? I've heard of you. And well, I know things. Things about this evening.
Excellent. Might we hear your story?
Najpierw zobaczmy go. Kominiarka, wojna, weteran wojenny. Brakujące guziki, zużycie w biedzie. Utyka. Czy pewnie został postrzelony.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Mr. Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
Were the 2 shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment. Mr. Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the half-moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
You have helped us a great deal, Mr. Turner.
Pan Turner twierdzi, że stał przy oknie swojego mieszkania do przybicia policjanta. To jednak nie zgadza się z zeznaniem Morrowa, który nie widział nikogo w oknie. Sprzeczne zeznanie.
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime, is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel. We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean? It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
Mr. Turner appears to live very modestly.
Możemy tu przeszukać rzeczy?
This fire is dying out. It was last tended to over an hour ago. The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here. These words are illegible. The papers were thrown into the fire just a short while ago.
Times, półki na książki.
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here a short while ago. A perfect match. So, Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims. Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
Tutaj jest jakiś posążek kobiety. Nadto tutaj w pokoju nic nie ma.
This kitchen knife is quite sharp. There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table. This kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
No, pojawia nam się coraz więcej ciekawych, intrygujących informacji. Zbadajmy okno.
So, that's the view Mr. Turner had when he opened the window. The dead body of Kenneth Butler. Brian Vercotti's contorted corpse. Mr. Turner had a perfect view of the crime scene. He saw the bodies clearly, and Leighton Chapman standing over them.
Użyjmy wyobraźni.
No, it didn't happen this way.
A. Wstał z łóżka. Otworzył okno. Poszedł do ciała. Co ja włączam? Jeden, dwa, trzy. Nie. 4, 5 i 6. W tym momencie przewijam sekwencję, bo by była bardzo długa.
So Mr. Turner used a book to hide an object that he found on Kenneth Butler's body. The question is, what did he find?
Książki. Tłuste odciski.
I can see prints from greasy fingers upon the cover of this book. Let us take a closer look. Well now, what a find! A precious jewel concealed inside a book. A bracelet with a unique ram's head design, a distinctive feature of ancient Grecian artifacts, probably of the Hellenistic era.
Okej, musimy sobie porozmawiać z panem Turnerem teraz. Natomiast to zrobimy w kolejnym odcinku. Powiem wam szczerze, że zagadka zapowiada się niezwykle ciekawie. Przełącz mi to. Więc tak, w tym odcinku dziękuję wam bardzo serdecznie za uwagę i polecimy sobie dalej, sprawdzimy, do czego nas to doprowadzi w kolejnych odcinkach. A na razie to by było na tyle. Dziękuję i do usłyszenia ponownie. Na razie.